Shufford and Robert Davis in a 10-round heavyweight bout for you from Bally's Park Place in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Robert Davis is 28 years of age. He hails from Akron, Ohio. He weighed in at 226 pounds, 19-0 with 12 knockouts. That is Robert Davis, 6 straight knockout wins. And his opponent is Charles Shufford, 27 years of age, weighing in at 232 pounds, fighting out of Las Vegas, born in Virginia. And he has a professional record of 13-0 with 7 knockouts. He's been past 6 rounds once, never past 8. And the referee again for this bout is Samuel Virouette. Both men head to the center of the ring. Mentioned that Shufford has only been past 6 rounds once, never past 8. How about Robert Davis on the other side? Davis has never been past 6 rounds in his career. So both of these young men with undefeated records. However, both men stepping up in class.
A lot of question marks. Both guys up to this point have been in with soft opposition.
Davis in the black trunks last fought on January the 22nd in Nevada. 2nd round TKO against Wesley Martin. Martin 11-21-8. Does have a win against former Canadian champion Tom Gillespie. Shufford fought on January the 22nd in Nevada as well. 2nd round stoppage of Jeff Lawson.
You're right. Davis has been in with the better guys. As you mentioned, Tom Gillespie was 24-1-1 at the time when Davis fought him. December '99, knocked him out in the 5th round. So he has been in there with a little bit better guys. He's also been on the floor, Robert Davis, a couple times in his career so far.
Look at the knockout ratio. 7 of the knockouts for Davis have come in the 1st round. 5 of the 7 for Shufford have come in the first 2 rounds. Davis served the United States in the Army. Participated in the Gulf War, said it was a very frightening experience. Worried about Saddam Hussein's biological warfare. He was in charge of firing off rockets. Fire off some rockets against Shufford tonight.
Shufford a little bit more experience in his amateur background. Because Davis had about 18 fights, started in the Army, as you said. Shufford lost in the '96 Olympic trials.
They won the Westerns in '96, the Western trials. Both guys got a late start in the sport. Both began boxing at the age of 20. So that's why at 28 and 27 years of age respectively, they're still green. Davis trying to pump out the jab.
Both guys are sizing each other up. They don't want to commit. Make sure they don't leave anything open. The only time you see anyone throwing Davis is when he knows that Shufford is not set. Like just a second ago, he knew he wasn't set to punch. He got off. Both guys are afraid of getting counted, especially Shufford. You can see he's the kind of guy looking for spots. He's being out busy, out hustled a little bit. He picked a nice spot there, Shufford. To the body.
This is the first of 10 rounds. These are heavyweights. Robert Davis in the black trunks and Charles Shufford in the white. 2 undefeated heavyweights trying to make their mark. Shufford has done some decent work to the body here in the 1st round. Davis a little bit more consistent with his jabs. Fairly even 1st round. 9 of 52 for Davis. And 7 of 26 for Shufford.
10-9 for Davis.
Frank, you giving me numbers here? Round number 2 underway between Robert Davis in the black trunks and Charles Shufford in the white trunks. Scheduled 10-round heavyweight bout. Shufford in the white did some decent body work. Davis relied predominantly on the jab in that first round. And Davis was the busier of the two in that first round.
Question marks going in here from the scouting reports have been that Shufford sometimes can be out hustled, sometimes waits a little too much. You can see it.
Here's some punch numbers from round number 1. Of the punches thrown by Davis, 40 were jabs. He landed 5 of 40 jabs. Shufford 3 of 16 in the jab category.
One of the question marks again on the scouting side is Davis's chin. Been down a couple times already in his short career. The good news, he's gotten up. One time I can say you can get up and you win a fight after being on the floor. He's shown the character to go somewhere. He's shown the character. Just got to worry about the chin.
Teddy, what about the athletes? Both of these guys, they're undefeated heavyweights. They're a little bit older. They got a late start in the game. And Davis in the black trunks has never been past 6 rounds. Shufford has only been past 6 rounds once. They know they have a 10-round fight. They know they're on Friday night fights. This is an opportunity for them to sort of make a mark as a heavyweight on the rise. You think maybe they're pacing themselves a little bit too?
Maybe. I think part of it is their nature. To be quite honest with you, I think it's their temperament that they're not real busy guys. They're kind of selective. You get that in the heavyweights, especially when they don't have a big amateur background. You know, they depend more on sort of just spot things, you know, power and just spot. They're a little more than the smaller guys would be that have more experience. So they depend more just on simple, basic things. But it's easy. So you make a good point. Neither one have been many rounds. So evenly, they both might be a little cautious. A little bit worried about pace.
Davis has been a little bit busier.
Yes, he has. And that's been the scouting report. That Shufford sometimes waits a little too much. He's looking for a spot, and he might get it. But if he don't, he's going to be behind the 8 ball. Took the body, he picks his spot.
Oh, left to the temple, and Shufford goes down to the feet. Kenny looked like he got him on the temple, and that's when you lose your equilibrium.
Exactly. Your mind knows what's going on. His eyes are clear. Sometimes your legs don't listen.
Not be safe with a bell in any round in the state of New Jersey. Now Shufford in the white was the wise thing and holds on.
Better watch it as it pulls straight back.
There's the bell to end round number 2. Robert Davis drops Charles Shufford in the late stages of round number 2, and it looked like a short shot to the temple that put Shufford down.
You heard me? Drop your hands and stuff.
Davis with his 12 knockouts, even though they haven't been against stellar opposition, he's got some power.
One punch. You gotta go and work, man.
How you feeling?
Well, shooting, one of the problems is when you lay back, 2 things can happen. When you have that temperament, you can be out hustled and you can be caught.
All right, Teddy, we're going to take a couple looks at it. And it's just the left hand right there.
Yeah, he set it up with underneath. And probably, I would say that Shufford's eyes went down. Here, we're going to see it again. Probably Shufford's eyes went down. He never really followed the punch, and the double hook just slid off that temple, off the side of the head. And that can disconnect right there on top of the head, kind of like Mike Tyson did years ago when he won his first title against Trevor Berbick. That was a famous shot there. He hit him on the temple, and Berbick started falling all over the place.
So Shufford trying to regroup as we start round number 3. This scheduled 10-round bout. Robert Davis in the black trunks, 19-0 with 12 knockouts. Charles Shufford, 13-0 with 7 knockouts. Undefeated, untested heavyweights. I tell you, this is a very big weekend for Robert Davis. Not only is he getting his chance to appear on Friday Night Fights and get some national exposure, he gets on a plane, goes back to Akron tomorrow, and at 5:30 p.m. tomorrow, he marries Stephanie Taylor.
He wants to go into the winner. Sure.
Preferably not cut up. For some rough wedding pictures.
Exactly. He wants to look as good as possible. I saw his future wife wants it the same.
Then he looked at the wedding album for the rest of his life. He'll remember either a good vibe or a bad. See those lights? Right, one light before we got married. Chipping right hand by Davis.
Davis better stay on his P's and Q's because Shufford is looking to pick spots. He's looking to cover up and just fire at the right time. He's not looking to get a decision right now. He's looking to nail Davis. He's looking to counter back. Maybe catch Davis staying there getting a little greedy. Davis has been on the floor, so this ain't over.
Shufford comes from a fighting family. His father, Charles, who was his trainer, was a boxer. Left hand by Davis. He was on his father's profession. Bigger welterweight in the 80s, harder Shufford.
I like the job Davis is doing technically. Not bad for a guy that didn't have a real big amateur background, I tell you. He steps out at the right time, changes distance. When he's not doing something, he tries not to let his opponent do something. He moves after he punches, a little bit of move, gets out of that punching lane. Doesn't stay there for the receipt. Not too bad. See how he's moving to the side, trying to get an angle, trying to not let Shufford get set because he can see Shufford needs to be set to punch. You can see that. Shufford's a little one-dimensional. Needs you coming in the front door. So what's Davis doing? Trying to go on the side every once in a while. See? Trying to keep his legs moving, not allow Shufford to get set. But now he's got a punch off the ring, Mr. Davis. Shufford, I'm just going to say, should start moving in because when Davis is moving his legs too much, that's an invitation to come in. The guy's not set to punch.
Final seconds of round 3, bout controlled by Robert Davis through the first 3, scheduled for 10s.
Good round. This is going in the fourth.
Hey, audio. Who's in audio?
Yes.
Hey, Gary, remember when we go to those corners when we're here, you got to feed us that corner audio to our headset. Make sure those fish poles get in tight.
Yes, that's right.
Welcome back to Atlantic City, New Jersey. Bob Papa, Teddy Atlas, glad you can join us for Friday Night Fights on ESPN2. Robert Davis, Charles Shufford come out guns blazing to start round 4. Shufford was dropped in round number 2 with a shot to the left temple. Davis has been the busier of the two so far in the fight.
And again, Davis, you know he's controlling the rhythm here. He's got the upper hand. He better be careful he doesn't walk into a counter. I think Shufford has that up his sleeve, even though he's not wearing sleeves.
Just tuned in, we got things going at 9. Devin Tapa and Glenn Gani in a battle of undefeated bantamweights. Tapa with a lot of power stopped Gani in round number 2. Coming up in the main event tonight, Angel Manfredi and Sean Fletcher.
Davis does a pretty good job with that jab. He throws it at the right distance, Bob, where it's hard to counter it. He gets full extension. See, he throws at the right distance. You throw it from a little too close, you can get time with his right hand.
So look at some punch numbers through the first 3 rounds of the bout. You see Davis has been busier. Shufford has the better connect percentage, but of course Davis scored that knockdown in round 2.
See inside, Shufford goes into that turtle defense that George Foreman a few years ago made famous. But Archie Moore, the old mongoose, the great light heavyweight champ from years ago, who also fought for the heavyweight title. He really started that, crossing the arms.
And Norton did it too in the 70s.
Exactly. That's right.
Especially in that fight against Muhammad Ali at Yankee Stadium, I guess 1976. And he thought that Norton won that fight.
Styles make fights. And certain guys are confident with certain guys. Norton was very confident with Ali. And that's why he was always gave Ali hell. He didn't believe Ali could punch, so he always fought with confidence. But when Norton fought guys that could punch, he had problems. Guys like Foreman, Jerry Cooney, Shavers. Against Ali, he was a terror. It was a great fight with him, Larry Holmes. Here's Shuler. You can see Shufford is just covered up.
Well, got tag going straight back.
Shufford's looking for one spot, but he's falling way behind doing it. When he got forced out, Davis forced him out in that spot. See, he's trying to force him out and then catch him going out. Because he feels he can't really catch him when he's covered up in front of him, so he'll force him out where he'll leave himself open. Smart thinking on Davis' part. He's being the boss right now.
Through 4 rounds, Robert Davis in control.
You got to take yourself on the hook. You have to get off on it. You stand there and just crouch a little bit. You just crouch a little bit. You understand me? You just crouch a little bit. All you got to do is just hook. You can't pull out with your hand down and open them up for that hook. He's trying to hit you with the hook. Protect yourself from that hook. Now you got to work in that though. You in that work. Use your legs sometime, man. You just a flat-footed. Use your legs. You got great legs. Use them. I need to get your jab off. Keep the pain in the game. Get the jab off on it. And you got right hand hook. You got right there. You can hit it.
Yes, 10-9. It's 40-35.
Don't pull out on him with your hands down. Use it down, man. Slow. It's slow. You got slow, bro.
Welcome back to Atlantic City, New Jersey. Round number 5 underway. Scheduled for 10. Robert Davis in the black trunks. Charles Shufford in the white trunks. Shufford was dropped in round number 2 with a short left hand by Davis to Shufford's temple. And so far, Davis has been much busier in this fight. In fact, in the last round, Davis threw 93 punches to Shufford's 30. And he outlanded him 12-5.
Shufford got tired of just going with the system of just covering up. Took a little too much, so he's using those legs a little bit this round. That's only going to help him if he punches off. Trying to adjust a little bit, Shufford. He's trying to change things around a little bit. Not just cover up the hand front. He's not punching.
Davis has been able to do too, Teddy, and I think one of the reasons why he's been successful is he's been using his jab. Not extremely effectively, but he throws it out there. Right there, he doubles it up.
And he's not allowing his guy to really get any rhythm going, get off. And he's mixing it up pretty good, Mr. Davis. You know, he's beating his man to the punch, but he's not laying around, taking a picture when he's done. Even in here, he tucks it pretty good, doesn't give room for Shufford to nail him. That time when Davis threw that left hook, he laid there a little bit. Shufford should have came right back with that right hand. I think he can strike paper. He needs to start doing things like that. Right back. To get back in this fight, that's what I think Shufford's got to start doing. Start letting that right hand go a little bit.
In the state of New Jersey, they use majority scoring. And I'll try to give you a brief explanation. Which is if 2 of the judges have around 10-9 for Davis, as an example, and one judge has it 10-9 for Shufford, the cumulative total is 10-9 in favor of Davis. That is the score that gets logged in the official score sheet. That's what they use, majority scoring.
Again, you see Davis trying not to let Shufford get set. Moves off to the side every once in a while. maybe get Davis to fall into it. Davis is depending on him to balance a little bit. Take a little step back, Shufford, and let something fly.
Shufford has to get busier.
Pull it out with your hands down, sir. I don't want you pulling out with your hands down. You heard me? You're going to keep looking to throw the hook. You understand? You okay? You protect yourself from the hook. You got to put your punches together a little bit more.
Let me tell you one second.
On the outside, don't let him tie your jab. That's why I got to feint him a little bit more. You jab, but you can't hit him with nothing after you jab.
Writing it down.
Hit him
Hold
with
on.
something after you jab. You heard me? W jabs up and let your right hand, the hook go. You understand?
What's he got?
13 of 82, 6 of 50.
13 over here.
13 of 82, and he was 6 of 50.
Yeah, they got Davis.
You understand? This guy's got to be hurt. Hurt this guy, man. Some of those punches sometimes you don't use the speed. Are you using the speed? Some of those jabs up on the outside.
Miller genuine draft, not Miller highlight. Fans getting a cold one. Miller here in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Friday Night Fights on ESPN2, presented by Miller High Life. Robert Davis, Charles Shufford, underway, round number 6 in the scheduled 10-round heavyweight bout. Shufford was knocked down in the second round. Davis has controlled this fight by being busier, almost doubling up the amount of punches thrown by Shufford through the course of this fight. Taking some power punches through the first 5 rounds, and you see that Davis has indeed doubled up Shufford the amount of punches thrown. And of course, he has that knockdown.
See, once in a while, when Davis comes in with those explosive quick punches to the body, jumps, leaves himself a little bit open. That's a good time for Shufford, who's behind in the fight, to let something go and try to time Davis coming in. Shufford's chance to get back, or only chance to get back maybe in the fight, is either catch Davis when he's jumping in, make him jump in, use your jab, all of a sudden tempt the guy, fade him a little bit, make him jump in and try to nail a punch with him. Either that or come right back after he punches. So every once in a while, Davis might lay there a little bit. He's got to come right back. Now, Shufford should come right back up top. The only chance to catch up real quick, to make quick strides in catching up, is when Davis is in midstream throwing a combination. Come right back. And right now, if Davis throws something, come right like that. Exactly. But he should put 2 together. He did it. He's got to put 2 together, though.
And Shufford has allowed Davis to be busier on the inside, too.
Yeah, let him shoot shine on him. Let him get ahead on the scores too much. Shufford's down to the point he's looking for a punch, Bob.
Good jab there by Davis. A little combination from Shufford.
Watch, Shufford's coming up now. Not punch now. Wait for Davis to start. In the middle of his punch, like right there. Hey, Shufford's thinking about that. He's got to start thinking in twos, though. Shufford comes from a fighting family, of course. Father in the front. Sometimes it's hard for a father to push his son. He doesn't see it quite the way a stranger might see it. I don't know how he's seen it, but sometimes a father, doesn't see it the same way as someone else would. That's their son.
Well, he has told his son that he's doing a lot of things wrong in between the rounds. And he's got to be busier. He's got to use his legs a little bit, a little bit of movement, set up punches.
Shufford's got the right idea. He's trying to punch back as Davis is punching. He just has to do more of it. Make it 2 instead of 1. And now he's got the right idea here. Just got to get a little bit more action.
Time out.
What do you like?
I kind of like him.
What they got?
You got to put them together, son. You got to put them together.
Hey, can we get the other corner?
Now, if you want to box, you can box, but you got to look for that right hand.
You're not going to do nothing inside. Don't even get inside, because every time you get inside, you just stop for something.
11 of 40.
Why is you trying to look for the opening?
Let your hands
protecting
go.
myself. Look for opening.
Jab on the outside is work. You may not think it. You're winning the fight when you're on the outside. Stay on the outside.
We're trying to ask you to throw in the inside.
You like him?
So that
4 and 3.
uppercut to the chest, and then double it. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay.
breathe
That's what I've been
deep,
trying to
and
do with
quit
this right.
talking.
Okay.
Frank, you giving us numbers? When you giving that? In this round, we're getting. Welcome back to Atlantic City, New Jersey. Robert Davis, Charles Shufford underway. Round number 7. Uncharted waters for Robert Davis. First time he's ever gone past 6 rounds. He is 19-0 with 12 knockouts, 28 years of age. Shufford, 27 years of age, 13-0 with 7 knockouts. He has only been past 6 rounds once. He went 8 2 fights ago against Anthony Moore. Won an 8-round decision. Moore, a sub-500 boxer.
Fight's not over, even though I have Davis comfortably ahead. You got heavyweights in there. You got a guy who's leading, who's been on the floor before. He was plenty of heart to get up. He has been on the floor. But now it seems like he's getting a little bit of the idea. He's letting his hands go like that. Time. Davis coming in. A little bit more of that. We're going to get something going on here.
Hooks to the head with the left and right by Shufford.
This fight can turn real quick, Bob. It's starting to turn a little bit here. Shufford's got the idea a little bit. He's counter-punching. He's timing the punches.
The last round, it was the first round in the fight that Shufford outlanded Davis. Remember, Shufford was knocked down, flash knockdown in round number 2. A left to the temple put him down.
It is becoming an interesting fight.
Take a look at the punch numbers landed by round. 60-41 in favor of Davis. But Davis in the fight has thrown twice as many punches as Shufford. So he has been the busier of the two.
It's gone about the way that scouting reports will tell you. Shufford lets you out hustle. He looks for spots a little bit too much, unless he gets the right spots. Davis has just been a little busier. He's been getting off first. Shufford's strictly mostly counters and spots.
Well, Shufford's been in against opposition that has allowed him to fight that style. Tonight he's been pressed by obviously a more skilled boxer than the people he's been in against.
Davis, as we said, has been in with better guys.
Punch out, boys. Punch out. Come on.
This is where Shufford has to look to let something go. Davis starts throwing something. Shufford should come right back.
It's Davis who goes straight in with a combination.
Davis always gets the chance to have the upper hand as far as scores go because he's the guy that will get off first. He's the guy that will be a little busier. As we said, Shufford's a little bit more of a spot fighter.
And Shufford trying to turn it around through 7.
9.
What they have?
Ten of 52 for Shufford. 14 of 80 for Davis.
Lightning fast right hand. All he got is a strong hook on you.
I like
Understand me? You got to work in there, baby. You just step over and slides on the guy. You ain't using nothing we've been working on. All the stuff you know, you fighting in slow motion, son. Speed the stuff up. You got a great jab. You got great punches. Do it, man. Why you holding back? You fighting in slow motion. He fighting slow as hell. You fighting slow. Speed up. You just step over and slide moves on the inside. I got to get the jab off. You don't go on one punch at me. You look like a right hand. Stop.
Yeah. Well, Shufford's doing a little bit more work the last couple rounds, trying to get himself back in. Didn't show a lot of it there, but at least he took a step back, tried to get Davis to fall in. He needs to do more of that.
Round number 8 underway, scheduled 10-rounder. Teddy, you know, we wondered earlier about Shufford and his dad in his corner. And obviously, Charles is very comfortable with his dad there. His dad has been brutally honest with him. He said, you are fighting in slow motion. Throw some punches.
Can't blame the corner. They're telling him right. And Davis, just to start this round, jumped in, reached in with right hand to the body. Shufford should let that left hook go. Because when there's space, there's a chance to counter. When a guy's throwing from a little bit too much distance, got a chance to get a punch in there. We're going to score a punch now. You got to throw it at the right time. That's what this is about right now. Not throwing when the guy's ready. Throw at the right time. Or the wrong time for him.
Matty Atlas's scorecard through the first 7 rounds and tally him up. 69-63 for Davis. I agree. Remember, Shufford went down in the second round. Again, Shufford tends to not be first in most of the exchanges. That's where Davis has had the edge in this fight. Been the busier of the two by far.
That's been the difference in this fight. Been an easy fight to track. One guy's looking for the spots. The other guy has the upper edge, Davis. He'll move, he'll get off, he'll lead, he'll be first.
Shufford wasn't pressured into the sport despite the fact that he comes from a fighting family. He was an athlete in high school and one day just came home from school and said to his dad, let them train me. We're going to try this. He says he feels no added pressure that 2 of his uncles and his dad boxed professionally. Sometimes he does look a little reluctant.
Doesn't have a big background. Shufford's got to get going now. Really late in the game, obviously. He's not going to do it by leading. You can see that's not his temperament. Well, then he's got to start firing in between the punches of Davis. He's got to fire combinations.
As I mentioned earlier, uncharted areas for both of these men. Shufford has been 8 rounds once, and that was a decision win. Final seconds of round number 8, scheduled for 10 undefeated heavyweights, Robert Davis and Charles Shufford.
With the hook, but he can't fight inside. He ain't got no body shots or nothing. You gotta let the punches go. Why don't you just step and slide on him in that, y'all? If you gonna fight, if you gonna stay there with him, boy, you gotta block. You gotta be blocking. You gotta count on him if you gonna stay down. If you ain't gonna do nothing, why stay there and block the punch? If you got great legs, move away from it. You understand me? Move away from it. You ain't gonna do nothing. But I got to have more jabs on the outside. Just keep feinting, man, and shooting that jab, and you gonna find him with a good right hand left hook. You heard me? You gonna find him with a right hand. Just speed, man. Just
Yeah, okay.
speed. No speed at all. Stay focused on these guys. Keep the jab going with the right hand. You gotta win this fight. You gotta win this fight. You heard me?
So it's more than just throwing. You got to set them up. And there you can see Davis, a little shoe shine, step back, created distance for the left hook. He set them up. That's why he's leading, I guess.
On our cards anyway, 79-72. You and I have it in favor of Davis. Round number 9 underway. And Shufford's corner, his dad, Charles Sr., saying, come on, use your jab. Throw punches. Corner of Davis in between rounds said, hey, look, you're in control of this fight. Don't do anything silly, but keep doing what you're doing.
I'm a little disappointed in Shufford, too, that he hasn't done more. Because a couple rounds ago, it's starting to get a little interesting. But then Shufford just stopped, and it's lost some of the interest.
And round number 6, it looked like Shufford might be turning the tide a little bit. But it's kind of slid back to that.
He's not trying hard enough.
Seeing weight style. Davis has been busy enough.
See, there's Shufford again. He's looking at punching spots. Right now, that's his only shot. He's not going to do anything else. Only thing I should say is when he throws the right hand, put the hook with it. If the spot is to come back with the hook, put the right hand with it. Make it 2 instead of 1. Make the most of it.
Now, Teddy, let me ask you something. With 90 seconds left in this round 9 and the final round done, is Davis playing a little too cautious there?
Oh, he's ahead. I don't think he's too cautious. He's ahead, but you should use that jab. When in doubt, use your jab. At least keep control of the jab.
How do you know if you're ahead? Even if you're ahead.
That's a bad commentary on the judging nowadays, is what you're saying. Because you should be able to feel that you're ahead.
Look, I mean,
you never know. You're right. You never know.
We see it every week. There'll be some crazy decision somewhere, no matter what city we're in. Every Friday night fight.
What he should be is consistent with what he does well. Using that jab, controlling the distance like he's doing now, being the boss in the center of the ring, not leaving himself open for counter opportunities. Getting up first when he can.
Teddy, do you hit a relaxation point? Both of these guys, you know, as you mentioned, Davis has never been past 6. Shufford now has never been past 8 until tonight. Once you get past that and you're still standing, the flash of heads there. Second warning for Davis. You almost are you able to relax and maybe even get a second win, saying, hey, I did it.
Yes, what should happen is really the opposite, believe it or not, that you're not even thinking about it. That before you know it, it's the 8th round, the 9th round, the 10th round, you did it. That you don't think about it, that boom, the rounds are gone. When you think about it, they go longer. You remember in school when you used to think about the time, the class would go forever.
I don't know, maybe him.
Tell me what these guys have.
This is a tough round.
Who said it's a tough round?
6 of 40, 3 of 14.
Oh, a little headbutting there. The taller man coming in, leaning forward with his head. And that's what's going to happen. Your legs got to be there, not your head. And again, the head was in front of the body, the chassis, the hips, they got to be there first, not the head. Now that shows you not only a headbutt, but that shows you that Shufford missed an opportunity. He should have thrown an uppercut. He would have been able to catch Davis leaning forward. And he needs to do that because, at least according to you and me, he's behind.
Checking out that nick on the forehead. 8 of 75 landed by Davis in the last round. 4 of 23 for Shufford. So again, Davis much busier. Although the connect percentage probably will favor Shufford as far as percentage, Davis is the one who's thrown a lot more punches, and he comes out to start this final round very aggressive.
I heard one of the guys in the corner say, is that the 10th round? And that's what you want, Bob. You want a guy not to know. Just be pay attention to what they're doing. That answers your question. That's how you get the rounds when you haven't been around. You're into what you're doing and they fly by you. You don't pay attention to it. You start asking early what round it is. You're setting yourself up for a problem. Like I was saying before, you remember in classroom when you look at the clock and it would go on and on and on.
We would go backwards, right?
And then you'd have a substitute teacher every once in a while, and it'd be something interesting, and you'd be into it. Next thing you know, the bell would ring. You say, hey, how come the class is shorter? It wasn't shorter. You were into it.
Few and far between those classes.
Hey, Mr. Carter.
One of the defining moments in this bout came in round 2. Left hand to the temple of Shufford sent Shufford down to the canvas. Davis has been the busier of the two. He's controlled the tempo of this bout. That's been a key. Controlled the tempo. He's thrown a lot more punches.
Right now, at least in my estimation, I believe yours too, Shufford needs to take chances. You get to a point in life, you don't take chances, you don't have a chance to get that golden ring. Just to get a win. Sometimes you got to take chances. He's put himself in a hole. He needs to take chances now. Or Davis needs to take chances. And right now, it looks like he knows he's ahead. He's not going to take those chances. Because if Davis took chances, he could play off of that.
So Davis did the right thing, though. He came out to start this round. Very busy with his jab. And now he's sort of settled back in a little bit. Shufford is a reluctant warrior. I should say reluctant participant. He wants to counter. Not a lot to counter on.
Yeah, Davis stood there a little too long, a little straight up. You want to be tall in front of you, man. You want to get small. I can get all of a sudden grabbed his fight. It's looking a little unlikely.
That's a slip. Feet got tangled up.
Still, it's not over till it's over. Shufford does have to move those hands.
But to knock a guy out when you're not throwing punches.
Sure is.
You win a round without throwing punches. You can't knock a guy out. Well, two undefeated heavyweights, two untested guys, had enough guts to take on each other, and it looks like Robert Davis at 19-0 with 12 knockouts was just busier and outlasted Charles Shufford. We'll get the cards after this.
What do you think? Who'd you like?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Davis.
Oh, okay.
Let's hear it once again for Robert Davis and Charles Shufford Jr.
How many total?
89-47.
Yeah, go ahead. Right?
What's that?
Gotta go with Davis.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Thanks there, boss. I don't have to do this. Just turn to you. I don't even have to look. Look.
And then you're going to give me punch numbers and Teddy's card? No Teddy's card?
I got it 99-90. 10-9
Mark,
the
watch
last
me.
round. 10-9 to Davis. Yeah, 99-90. 99-90. You're welcome. We do 10-round fights here, not 9. At least we try. Davis, right?
Well, the snow avoided Atlantic City, New Jersey today. We take a look at action in round 2. Robert Davis and Charles Shufford. A little left hand to the temple of Shufford right there sent him down. Only knockdown in the fight. And Teddy would take another look at it. It was a good short left hand.
Yeah, it shows you it's not the power, it's where the punches land that count many, many times. And the benefit of throwing two. The second one was the one that got in there more on the tempo area.
All right, final punch numbers. Davis outlands Shufford by 30. But the key here is that Davis threw 776 punches, Shufford only 392. Teddy's scorecard, and Teddy, you and I had it the same, 99-90 for Davis. Mark Biro has the judges' scorecards.
Ladies and gentlemen, under the New Jersey 10-point majority scoring system, the 3 judges at ringside have turned in a 189 decision to the winner and still undefeated, Robert Davis.
So Teddy, the judges did not even give Shufford